Hello everyone and happy Tuesday! Alright, this is a video of a full flip through of the raccoon journal, junk journal slash panda or trash panda junk journal. But before we get into going through that, I want to give a very quick update. On Sunday, I posted a video of my halfway to Halloween and my friend pointing something out to me that I forgot the N. Leave it up to my brain, right? Forgot the N on Halloween. Okay. But I posted a challenge, and it's going to be called Tony's Halfway to Halloween 2025. But that's the hashtag that you need to use on your videos. But I did a whole video on this, and so I will link that video down below if you want to participate in the Halfway to Halloween Embellishment Challenge. It runs from April 30th to May 7th, so you have enough time to prepare. Alright, so I'll link that video down below. And you guys can go check it out if you missed it. Alright, now, let's get to the journal. This thing turned out so cool. Ta-da! So, I have some seam binding on it, right? And let's just take a second and we've got charms on this side, we've got charms on this side. Because it is a Z fold. On this side you have like Halloween and fall, and on the other side you have Christmas or winter solstice. See? Look at all this yumminess. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let's unwrap it here. The seam binding is our closure, so that just comes right off. Here's our front cover. That's nice. So I think most of you saw me make this or decorate this on camera. So we've got our trash panda sticking out of the trash can with the witch's hat on. This image kind of pays tribute to Gwen the Trash Witch here on YouTube. If you have not checked her out yet, please do so. She's awesome. And so, for this side's dangle, we have this beautiful beads here. Look at these. These are so cool. I love those right there. Very gorgeous. We've got a pumpkin charm hanging off. We got some leaf charms. A green one and an orange one, and a little creepy face here. And we've got like beautiful sparkly beads. We've got some orange and black going on. We've got a skull. Got that. Just beautiful dangle, right? Okay. So on the edge of this, on the front, there's a dangle on this side with a lobster claw, okay, and it's just got a lot of my little fabric or lace or ribbon snippets on there. Isn't that cool? So there's a lot of elements going on here. And then we open it up, and it says welcome. I did not put anything here. And then we've got a paper clip right here. And then this little guy is inside the tea bag, and he comes right out like that. Write a little secret there. And Sorry if you hear kids in the background. There's kids right in front of my art room window right now. But he just tucks in there like he's peeking out. And we just use some garbage as our pocket. One of my favorite teas. Okay. And then we flip the page here. And that paper clip comes off. Okay. And there's a little see-through, like, I don't know if this is acetate. Yeah. Just a haunted house. And it's got some lace here, and you open it up, and you've got a raccoon on a broom with his witch's hat and cape, or cloak. We call it a cloak here in this household. And then we've got this little guy under his tree, eating his cookie he found. Isn't he just adorable? And that flips open. And all the pages I sprayed, so they all have a little bit of color to them. And then I did some stenciling too. There's the stars are our stencil that I use. Okay, and we've got a little charm here on this paper clip with a pumpkin and a tassel, and that clips this little piece in, kind of like a little specimen window. You can write something there. Oh, you can write something there too. I didn't realize I put it on both sides. And that just, I got a little leaf here. So that just clips back on there. There's leaves all throughout this journal. Here's a little pocket here, which I have some ephemera pieces in. I don't want to take them out, but this is a fall scene in Japan. Here's a bat. Here's a pumpkin. Here's some cutout pieces, bugs, some tickets with stamps on them. So a bunch of ephemera pieces there. Got a little flower here. Here's a belly band, so this comes out right here. And it's just a little writing spot. That's cute. I love that little guy. And that just flips right back into that belly band, which I use I use some snippets there, some paper scraps, some garbage, because we're all about upcycling. And on this side, there's another little paper clip with bats hanging off of it. And then there's this little paper clip, little flowers on both sides. And I had someone gift this to me, I think back in 2020. I did a swap with someone. And you know, it's in pastel Halloween theme. Never got around to using it. So I'm gonna put it in this book. And then here's a little flip out. I did some more garbage. Here's some ribbon, and then a flower, and that just folds out. And we have a stowaway again. These guys are running all over my art room. They hear the one mention of Halloween, and they're like, "What? Whoop, where?" You know. So this one has to be in here, she says. That's a little sneak peek there. So that goes there. That goes back right there. And then this one, this isn't really holding anything down. I just thought it would go right there for now. There's like little flowers. Here's some more little snippets from my bag. A little flower there. And then we got another raccoon getting all ready for Halloween. I think this raccoon's probably going to eat these jack-o'-lanterns. Because, you know, that's what they do. I have squirrels here at the apartment complex, and they like to eat holes through our pumpkins. So I try not to put my pumpkin out until Halloween day. And we've got another one here. Yeah, see, he's got his stash going on here, all of the fruits and berries and stuff. And it's a little pocket. So this comes out, and it's just some fall leaves. And it's a little writing spot. And that just goes right back in there, very carefully. And it says pumpkin patch, because he's got his barrel, he's got his pumpkins. When I go to the pumpkin patch every year, they give us a barrel so we can put pumpkins in it and just reel it back up to the little cashier person. And then this little fish that's sticking out, he found this in a little stream nearby. It comes out, and you can put a little secret on there. And you can stick that right back in that little pocket here. Carefully. There we go. Isn't that cute? And that one's just blank. With some little leaves on it. Love every day with a grateful heart. I absolutely do. Yes, I do. Very nice. I love the colors that I did here. Here's another little raccoon here. Here's one of my altered paper clips. And I put a little charm. There's a little tiny little bell on there, so it makes noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There you go. Not cute. That just goes right here. Okay. And on the back side of that, there's a little tag that I found in my stash. This was probably gifted to me because I found a whole baggie full of like pockets and tags that coordinated with each other. And this year, I'm really trying to dig through my stash and use what I've got. So I decided to stick one of those in here. I have to learn to stop hoarding stuff. I'm always afraid that I won't see it again, so I hoard it and like, not good. Stop hoarding. Got like a little cluster going on here. Some of my little snippets from my scrap bag, and that just opens up. And then we got another little raccoon here, looking all cozy. And then, oh my goodness, are you okay? We didn't mean to startle you. Oh, you're trying to eat. Oh, the moon made you do it. Okay, guys. Maybe we should move on and not bother him. He's looking a little rabid. He's hangry. And it's a little creepy. You see this word right here? Creepy. Okay. So we're just going to move on. Oh, he's eating too. Well, it's feeding time in the forest right now. So he doesn't look as angry, but he looks really hungry, and we might want to stay out of his way while he's eating. So there's this little clip. I use some I get bags of broken jewelry from my friends and family because they know that I will upcycle it, right? And so this used to be an earring that was broken. And then I just put one of my little leaf charms on there. Little dangle, and that was just holding that page closed, but it's another flip out as well. It's lots of writing space. We'll put that back on there. Bye! And we are to the end. So in the back here there is a pocket, but there's a squirrel trying to make a nest with some garbage. We've got some Andy's mint candy wrappers, because my husband loves Andy mint. And this tag comes out. I got another raccoon here, and I used my scraps to do the background and the writing spot on the back. And then I included a copy of one of my paintings that I have done. This is hanging up in my living room, and this is my daughter's favorite. So I thought I would include that. And we can't forget, in the middle, between the two sides, there is a big tag right in the middle. And, oh, you're eating too. We got you guys at the wrong time. This one looks cute though. I don't think this one's going to bite our face off. Cute little saying there. And then on the side is Christmas, because it's right in the middle of the two. So that goes right in the middle. And then we will flip it around. See how this is a V fold? So we're going to flip it around. And that brings us to the winter holiday side. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at this charm on this side, dangling down. That's beautiful. So we got a snowflake charm over here, and we've got some bells and some white and green and silver beads on this one, and then we've got some red, green, and white beads on this side with a Christmas tree. And so both of those dangles just dangle from the bottom. I love it. And then we've got some small raccoons amongst some big mushrooms. We love our mushrooms here. With a candy cane. And they're under the night skies. We got stars, season's greetings. Very nice. Let me get closer here. Look at these guys. And there is some Wicca Stella on there. This one's dressed like a Christmas tree. And lots of Wicca Stella on there, because it's snowing and sparkling. So, alright. And then on the corner of this one, we had found another broken earring that we turned into a dangle. So this one looked like it had snowflakes on it. Let's see. So hard. See, snowflake. So we put that on a ring there, and this little bead was on a broken necklace. And that's on a lobster claw, so that can come off too. And we open this up. And on this side, we've got some raccoons, digging in the garbage for Christmas presents. Absolutely. I put that one right up front because we are all upcyclers and recyclers. We are. And we love to dig stuff out of the garbage carefully, safely. Know your garbages that you're digging through where you live. But they got the right idea. They're going to upcycle, recycle, and regift. And then over here, it's snowing. The raccoons are playing in the snow. So I took some pom-pom balls, and I trimmed one side of it off so it kind of laid flat on the paper. And it's their snowballs that they're throwing. Okay. And there is some Wicca still on there because they're in the snow, and the snow is glistening, sparkling, bling bling. Isn't that cute? I love it. And then there is a paper clip there. There's some of my snippets from my bag. I put a snowflake on one side and a Christmas tree, or just a tree on the other side. And that held this side down. But we've got some mushrooms here, some writing spot here, and then that just opens up, and I did some stenciling on this side. And there's a little piece of garbage that I upcycled here. This is another one of our favorite teas that we like to drink from time to time. And on the inside is this cute, adorable puppy standing on a present. And I thought of Gwen's dogs when I saw this one, so I thought it'd go on there. But look at this pretty pattern. This comes on this cardboard from this. So if you drink tea, check out the inside of your tea boxes. So that paper clip just goes right on there. And then we've got this raccoon here. He is looking nice and cozy with his hot cocoa, and he is a pocket. There's a little piece of paper here for some writing spot, and that just gets tucked right in there. And then we turn the page, and then we've got a little flip up there. It's really, really light, but it goes from green, white, green, no, red, white, green, white, red. So, I don't know. A little sparkly. But that is a tool that flips up. And we turn the page. And then we've got a little paper clip here with a little tassel on it and a little red ball. And that was holding down this tag. And this is a little flip out here. And we've got another doggy here. And a raccoon just chillaxing, drinking some wine. Maybe it's blueberry liquor, you never know. That's one of my new favorites. And there's Wicca-Stella on there. Okay, I put the Wicca-Stella on his wine glass, and it's just sparkling on his hand, his presents. He's just chillaxing. And then here's the dog. And then this flips out one more time for writing space. And when I was going through my upcycling garbage stuff, on a butter container, this little logo is at the corner, and it says "Milk Plants Hug Cows." And I thought it was just so cute. I thought it had to be in this journal. So that goes there. That goes back on there with this little paper clip. There we go. Back in frame. And then we've got a little wax seal here on top of a flower. It says Merry Christmas. Oh, I bumped the camera. And then we've got a little squirrel and a hot cocoa cup. Or a little forest chipmunk, you know. And then some more little snippets from my scrap bag. And then we've got a raccoon here sitting on a log with his hot cocoa. And he found some chocolate somewhere. And he decided to put some chocolate in his hot cocoa. So here's a chocolate wrapper. The Lindor, I think it was a Lindor hot cocoa. So I thought that would go perfect with that. And then you just turn the page on that one. And there's a little flip out here. We've got some green lace and ribbon. a little Christmas tree here. And we open it, and this raccoon found a Christmas tree cookie, or what looks like a Christmas tree cookie. And here's some more Andy Mint wrapper that he's laying on. We've got some Christmas lights, some more little snippets here. Little Christmas candle. We've got some mushrooms. We've got a little deer. And then we've got another little paper clip here. Just dangled. And then this little specimen window, we found some Christmas magic. There is some gold stars and red glitter in there, because we have to capture, can you guys see it? We've got to capture the magic of Christmas. Okay. And then some more Christmas lights and a little snippet here, or like little pieces. Yeah, can probably puff that flower up. And then we've got our raccoons. They're going to sing some Christmas carols to us to bring in that magic. Da-da-da. And then we turn the page, and we got another belly band over here with some tags. Now, I did not put any anything on this tag because I wanted it to like fit in there perfectly, and it does. And then we've got some more snippet here from my fabric bag. Little Christmas tree. And then here's our junk mail window. Happiness holidays, some hot cocoa, some washi tapes, and then through our window we see our baby raccoon probably opening his first stocking, Christmas stocking. We got Christmas lights, and we got the Christmas tree, and like stenciling going on. Now I did not cover the back of this because I think I'm just gonna leave it, you know. And then you turn the page there. We've got some more mushrooms, and then here's another little paper clip here. I think this one, I get fingerprints all over it. This one's really shiny, so if you clean my fingerprints off, it blings. Bling bling. It's beautiful. And then we got a snowflake. And that was just holding this little tag on. Warm winter wishes. And there's stenciling on all the pages. And turn the page, and there's a little poinsettia here. And some of the pages, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's that Tim Holtz spritz stuff on the paper, so it kind of sparkles, shimmers. Can you guys? Yeah. And then you open that, and there's a baby raccoon in a stocking. Cute but feral, so beware. He looks like he's got some fish in his stocking with him. Put some Lucastella on them. And then put some little secrets on the back. So there's 1 and 2. Okay. And that just goes right in there. Carefully. There we go. And then I got some snippet here. Now this piece is a piece of vintage ruffle or lace that I've been hoarding and just using little bits and pieces of it. And that is the end. So we're to our pocket now. We got some little snippets here from my scrap bag. little Christmas tree made out of branches and pine cones, which I thought was just adorable. And then we've got a tag in here. The raccoon's all bundled up. He's under the moon and the night sky. And I used paper scraps to make the background. And it's got Wicked Stella all over it too. And some writing space on the back. And then I added some extra tags. There we go. That just goes right in there. And that is the journal. See? Isn't that cool? This side is winter Halloween, or this side is fall and Halloween, and this side is winter Christmas or Yule, with all the fabric pieces sticking out, all the dangles. I mean, it's just, I love it. Alright guys, you're going to have to tell me what you think. Alright. It's done. It's done.